Going solo after going to school, to me, it does seem like an impossible task. Had I not done any of that, I wouldn't have known, and I would be making these mistakes in my own business. And to me, that sounds crazy. Like, girl, that sounds crazy. The amount of things that I have learned simply working while I was building my business was invaluable. I got this magical product right here, and you're like, okay, cool, what to do? And I say, whatever you want. You're gonna be like, bitch, you're lying. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chandali. I'm a licensed esthetician, and I help estheticians make money in their business by sharing exactly what I'm doing in mine. So if that helps you, make sure you subscribe down below, turn your notifications on. Guys, today's video is no different. I am going to be answering the classic question, should you go solo after school? Dun, dun, dun. Look, I know that this is the question, so sit back, relax, girl, take out your phone so you can write down some notes, and we're gonna get into the tea. First of all, don't say I ain't never told y'all nothing, because I am here to literally give you everything that helped me go solo. I'm here to shed a little light on my thoughts and opinions about going solo after school, what that looks like, and give you guys some valuable tips so that you can go solo successfully. I'm actually going to start today's video with a question. If you don't know, or if you're new here, I actually am easier to reach on Instagram. So if you head on over to my Instagram, my name is Chandali, Chandali, and send me a DM with any questions that you have. You can get your question answered in a video just like this one. All right, let me go find the damn question. Like I told you guys, this is a classic question. I've gotten this question time and time again. Should you go solo after school? But I want to answer this specific question because I felt like she asked this question in the best possible way. So the message says, hey, I hope you're doing well. I am. I thought I'd reach out because I need some advice. I got you, girl. I'm here to help you. I just graduated and I'm really torn between starting my own solo esthetician business or working at a spa for a year first to get experience. I wanted to know, what's your take on starting your own business right out of school? First of all, you came to the right place because I'm literally going to help you. But second of all, congratulations, girl, congrats. That is amazing. To make it to the end of your journey, something that you have worked so hard for, I know how hard that is, and you did it. So congratulations, and congratulations to anybody who's in school currently watching my videos. Make sure you drop a comment, let me know, where are you at in your esthetician journey? Are you getting ready to graduate? Did you just graduate? Are you opening a business? What brought you to this channel? All right, so y'all, let's get real, because I've talked about this before on my channel. I've talked about it on my podcast, and I feel like I've never made a dedicated video. Today, I'm going to get real with you guys. I'm gonna give you guys my 5 tips for going solo, and I'm also gonna share with you guys some things that personally have helped me do this. So let's break this question apart, right? So the first part of the question is really, should she open her own solo business or should she work at a spa? First, I just wanna say, you guys, you can always open your own business. I don't want you to get pigeonholed into this mindset that you can only go solo after school. The opportunity to go solo is there. You could go solo, open a business, get some other employees, go back solo. I know people who have done this. So I don't want you to be stuck in this space that thinks that you have to have it all figured out by the time that you graduate, because that is a myth. That is not true. You don't have to know all of the answers. You don't have to have the Krabby Patty secret recipe, okay? You can do it and figure it out as you go. So let's really break this question down.
Pause real quick. Pause real quick. Number 1 is what you were about to say. Did you read the whole thing already? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. You read the little message. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to answer this question by breaking it up and giving you guys my tips along with my opinions. So do with that what you will. Really quick, if this video is helpful at all for you, you have to hit the thumbs up button. One, it's literally the only way that I know that you like this content, but it also helps me reach other people who need help as well. So thank you. Number 1 is going to be starting small. So my best advice is to start small. Start where you are. If your question is, should I open a business, but you don't have any money to open a business, then really the question should be, how much money is it going to take me to open my business? Look, y'all, now, when I say this number, don't be acting shocked or surprised, because this is really what it took. It cost me about $17,000 to open my business. This is something that I didn't have all at once. Initially, I probably had about 3 to 4 months of my rent saved, and that was all. That was about $3,000, and I built as I went. Now, what that meant was I wasn't able to just go solo. I did have to supplement my income by working part-time. I ended up working 2 part-time jobs. If you're new here and you don't know my story, you should check out my entire playlist, because I've documented this entire journey. So if you're on your journey, you can literally watch me go through mine in lightning speed. So there you go. But I was working part-time and I was saving money to actually open my own business. So for tip number 1, I think starting small is my best advice. If I had to go through this journey again and do it all over, that's what I would do. I would focus on the core services that I want to offer to my clients. So is that facials, waxing? Is it body treatments? You know, really get creative about how you want to show up for your client. But let's keep it simple. Let's not offer 17 facial treatments. Let's offer 4. Okay, because that's less overhead, that's less product cost, and that's something that you can easily master. Because right now, especially if you just graduated, you're gonna need way more experience than you possibly could imagine. Like, the amount of things that I have learned simply working while I was building my business was invaluable. It actually is what helped me build my business. It helped me figure out who I wanted to serve, the people who were underserved, and the people that I could show up for. When we think about the type of client that we want to serve, if you really don't know anything about the industry, you're kind of just grasping at straws. And I don't want that for you. So if you start small, you can get really good on one set thing, and that can be who you're serving for your client, and you can build your client base based off of that. Number 2, this tip is really important. This is knowing your market. Look, I don't care what anybody tells you, you need to be the expert on your business. You need to know your market forwards and backwards. You need to know about your competition. You need to know about people that you don't consider your competition. You need to know about people who are just a different experience entirely. You need to understand your market all the way through. So what I recommend is that you research the market to understand exactly who you're helping, where they're going to be, what are their preferences, what do they like currently, and then tailor your services towards those needs. Also, another thing about knowing your market is you kind of know who you don't want to serve, right? Like, let me give you an example. I like to create an entire freaking vibe when someone comes into my spa. So I want them to unplug from their phone, right? I want them to change into a robe. They're going to book an hour-long appointment. There are some spas that do what are called lunchtime facials, where over a 20-minute period, they're going to give them a facial to get them on their day. And typically, these people kind of work through this experience. That's not who I'm targeting, though. So it's important, if you know your market, you can kind of weed out who you're helping versus who you're not helping, and how you can best advertise to them so that you can gain them as a client. Think about it this way. If you had a product and I came up to you and I said, hey, I got this magical product right here. And you're like, okay, cool, what to do? And I say, whatever you want. You're going to be like, bitch, you're lying. Because what product out there takes care of everybody's need? There's not one that does it. And you don't want to be considered that type of service provider. You want to be the service provider that is perfect and great for that specific concern. And when you're building clients, you can only, build one at a time, right? So just keep that in mind. Let me think, what else is important about knowing your market? The other thing that I think is something that I gained in doing like business academies and going through educational resources is I really like the fact that they talked about researching your competitors on a different level. Like, understanding what makes you guys similar, but also what makes you different is key for business, because it's things that you can hit on that are positive wins for you as a business provider. But also it's things that you can improve on that you see your competitors doing really well. So just don't shortcut yourself in that process. Number 3. So we were talking about doing research and using resources. So let's go ahead and talk about education, because I personally believe education is key. Education is what's going to be a separating factor between you and somebody else who's never done it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. Typically, people don't want to go to someone who is inexperienced for a skincare service. That sounds scary. So just put yourself in that position. Would you trust somebody who hasn't done this before on your face? Probably not, right? So if you don't have clients, what you can do is you can practice. You can educate yourself. You can learn different protocols out there, research different skincare lines that align with your values, your morals for your business. And you can also do demos. You can ask all of your friends to come in and try a facial, see what they think, and ask them for feedback. And while you're doing that, you're building your portfolio. So you're building your education and your knowledge, you're gaining trust and credibility in the industry, and you're doing this effortlessly. This makes the most sense to me. And it also helps you from getting discouraged as a business owner who's getting started, because again, it's gonna take time to build trust in your brand. So give yourself that grace and use your time wisely and educate yourself. Number 4, so you've got to do things to make it memorable. You have to do things to make your brand identity memorable. What are you going to do to stand out? What makes you unique? Get clear with that. I think a lot of times we speed past that because we're like, well, I've got a business and nobody's coming. Yeah, there's a million Walmarts down the street too. And guess what? They're advertising every single day. So if they're advertising every single day and people literally need a Walmart, you're going to have to do some creative ass shit to put your business out there. That's just the facts. And I think to make your brand memorable, you have to really know exactly what it is that makes you unique. What makes you you? What makes Skin Is In, we're going to use my spa for example, what makes Skin Is In the place that people want to be at? What makes it different? What makes it an experience that they're not going to get somewhere else? You need to know the answers for those questions if you plan on going solo, because this is an industry. If I could just get really real with you guys for a minute on things that like I typically see happen. So I get all these people who are so excited, they're going to go open their own business and they're like, girl, I'm going to do it. And then they go and they do it. And then they come back 6 months later and they're like, oh my God, it's so hard. And I'm like, yes, I know that. I'm doing it. It's hard. I'm in it as well. This is an industry where you've got to be able to plan for the ups and downs, because this is something that people don't need. This is not a needs-based business. This is a wants-based business. And I believe that. A desires-based business. Like, people want to have great skin, but they don't necessarily need that when it comes to like Maslow's law of hierarchy, right? Like when we think about things people need, they need shelter, they need food, they need clothes. These are the things that they need. So you've got to really understand that your business is important to you. So how can you make your business important to other people? And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to be very clear in the ways your business shows up, the way that you can help people. You're not just doing a facial service. You're giving someone a gap in their day to put themselves first. That's what I do at Skin Is In. I help people put themselves first by literally giving them the time that they need to prioritize themselves. And I also help people not feel guilty in doing that. A lot of moms come to me and they're, they talk about finances or what's getting taken off of the plate. And you have to understand that a facial, that may not be the first thing that stays if someone's making budget cuts. In fact, it's the first thing to go typically. So you've got to really understand that when you're going into this business. That it's going to be hard. Okay? So understand that it's going to be hard. I said that before, but I really want you to know it. All right.
Question real quick. That's a tip. It's going to be hard. That's one of the tips.
Yeah. How could that not be a tip? Wait, but you don't think that that's a tip?
No, it is. No, because you said it earlier with it being a tip, but again, my hearing is selective. You've already said like number 3, it's gonna be hard. You said it already.
I said number 5.
And it's gonna be hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I said number 4. Okay, number 5, guys. Mentorship. Mentorship is important. Reach out to your mentors. Reach out to other people who are doing what you want to do. And, you know, leverage that. Learn from them. What are they doing well? What are they not doing well? And just keep in mind that it's beneficial to have somebody who's been there, done that, who has experienced the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. They know where to invest their money and where you shouldn't. You can take that advice and leverage a mentor when it comes to going solo. I say all of that to say this. And I probably feel like this portion is the most helpful because I think the tips are important. But I think real ass, just like straight up giving it to you the way that I think about it now. Going solo after going to school, to me, it does seem like an impossible task, but it's possible. It's going to be challenging because you don't have the experience unless you've been in business before doing something else. But even then, this is still different. The benefit of working somewhere and leveraging education from a business that is doing literally what you want to do, I think is so underrepresented and it's so downplayed that people kind of look at it as like taking a step back. And I'm here to tell you that I do not think that I would have been as successful as I am today had I not done what I did, which was work somewhere, gain the education, learn knowledge, work with clientele, look at the missteps that these people were doing in business that I wanted to correct for my own business. Had I not done any of that, I wouldn't have known, and I would be making these mistakes in my own business. And to me, that sounds crazy. Like, girl, that sounds crazy to hear me literally telling you that you can still find value in working somewhere and opening your own business. Like, I don't know why we're even choosing, you guys. I guess that's the point of the video, is you don't really have to choose. You can do both. You can work somewhere and open your own business. If you choose not to work somewhere and all you want to do is open your own business, it's going to take a lot more because you're going to need experience, and that takes time. But in the trade-off, you know, you're not building your own brand. So you just got to be ready to weather the storm and go through it and go through your journey and understand that your journey is yours. And I'm excited for you. I really do think that you can do this. I really believe in you. It makes me so happy when I go to trade shows and people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, you helped me make the decision to go to school. Or, oh my gosh, your content helped me decide to get my own suite. Or it helped me make a decision on a major skincare line I was carrying. And I'm happy to do that. I just want you to know that it's my journey and I'm here to share it and hopefully it helps you. But you're on your own journey. So no matter how many YouTube videos I know you're probably watching on this subject, I hope that that's the key takeaway, is that you're capable and that it's different. So give yourself grace. Can you do it? Yes. I don't think there's anything that you can't do though. So maybe don't ask me because I'm not the one to ask. But if you are asking me, I'm going to tell you should work somewhere first, get the experience, open your own business, be fucking successful. In that order. That's my personal opinion, but do what you want. Also, hey guys, you don't have to go anywhere. I literally have an entire playlist. It's all right here. You can watch the videos. They're there to help you. So I've got videos on how to apply for grants, get scholarship money, how you can actually start becoming a brand ambassador, what skincare lines, protocol, you name it. Happy to help. I hope I see you guys in the next video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. All the things, you know, drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching me from, you know, all the things.
Can I say bye?
Kaylin can come say bye. Come say bye, Kaylin.
Hi guys. I'm the video editor for at least this one.
Yay!
Chandali's gonna bring me back though.
I am.